Hi there, I'm joined by Vicky Learn, who is Director of Maintenance at the host transit agency Indigo. And Vicky's been a great supporter of BusCon on our steering group for the Transit Maintenance Forum. So thank you for joining me here, Vicky.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate everything you do. And you were involved in quite an informative session earlier on the labour issues that the industry is facing.
Yeah, there were a lot of questions. One of the things that we're running into is all transit agencies work on their equipment on off-peak hours. So you're looking at people that have to work nights and weekends. That's when the buses are in town. The younger generation, they don't want to have to get seniority to get the better hours. So we're having it's getting harder and harder to get employees who want to work those types of hours.
Right.
So we're experimenting with several different markets, trying to understand how to impact and have people actually want to enter this field.
Yeah. Okay. I'll ask you about that in a minute. But so the issue is compounded because of the baby boomer generation.
Correct.
People are starting to retire.
Absolutely.
And there's just fewer and fewer people coming into the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about the program that you're involved in to try and get,
Well, we have several avenues here that we're looking at. And one of them is we work with the technical high schools and we try to bring the kids over to Indigo itself and show them the magnitude, behind the curtains.
Yeah.
Most people think if you work at Indigo, you're a bus driver.
Right.
And they don't realize that it takes 100 people behind the curtains to get that out front.
Sure.
But the labor shortage, it's not just mechanics, it is
Right.
bus drivers.
Yeah.
So we go to the technical high schools to recruit.
Mm-hmm.
We also go to the tech colleges, like Ivy Tech or Lincoln Tech, and recruit there as well. But what we're finding is the competitiveness is going to some place where they can go and work Monday through Friday.
Right.
Now we pay well,
Mm-hmm.
but for the young millennials, they want to have regular hours and they'll take less money.
Right.
But the buses, in our situation, they're not there.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're having to recruit even deeper now.
Okay.
One of the ideas is to take and bridge that gap with the high school students that aren't per se technical. And now there's not a lot of technical high schools in the country anymore. Schools are getting away with their home ec and the wood shop and mechanics, the mechanic shop, so those kids don't get that experience anymore.
Right.
So we go and we created a way to look at the children and say, what is it that we can do to help our city and make them productive citizens?
Yeah.
And they're basically, you're looking at-risk children. And we're creating a foundation where they can say, we're going to give them soft skills, hard skills, and a path to a sustainable career and get them off the streets, have them succeed in life, and they can get promoted, earn a living, support their family.
That's fantastic.
And that's the point, that it starts with us.
Yeah.
The government cannot fix this.
Yeah.
This is a grassroots project. Hopefully that as a grassroots project, we can roll it out in other cities.
So is this fairly unique to Indianapolis at the moment?
Currently, I think it is. There's a foundation called Catch a Stars. Catch a Stars is very involved with children. And then what we're doing is looking at providing internships, scholarships, and working conditions once we can get them through high school, and then employ them after that. We understand that not everybody can afford to go to college, so we can, for the really good students, the ones that are 3.5 or 4.0 averages, we're trying to get them scholarships, and the ones that are not going to go to college, we're trying to get them into the trades.
Right.
And it's two ways. It's a two-way street.
Yeah.
So I've partnered with Cummins here locally, and they'll take interns on their side when the kids are on summer break.
Right.
The Catch the Stars has a couple of options where we can set up internships with other corporations and get the kids to spark some interest.
Right.
And then they have a lifelong career.
Good. It's a great initiative. And then, so this was discussed in the session earlier. Were other agencies experiencing the same kind of issues as you?
Absolutely. The speakers were phenomenal. The training is an issue. Most transit agencies have, we don't have the time to train fully. It's an on-the-job training for most of us. We've been doing it all our lives, so we've learned all our lives on the job.
Right.
Training is now very technical with the electric buses, the emerging markets, the technology.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is trying to develop more training courses to keep them current with the technology. It's a computer with wheels.
Yeah.
It really is, and it's hard.
Yeah, I've heard that time and again this week from maintenance folks that keeping up with the training is so difficult, especially when you're working on the buses all day long, and it's a long hours job.
Very long. We're most of us in the transit agency on the bigger, the medium size up to the large size like New York and LA, we're all running 24/7.
Yeah.
We're not even closed on Christmas. So it's it's both it's great for the community, but it's a deterrent for labor.
Right.
They want to be home with their families.
Right.
So we have to do things, and we have to think outside the box. Whether it's advanced training, promotions, working from within, getting out in the community, and being a part of the community too.
Yeah. Well, you do a fantastic job. We appreciate everything you do for us, and you're an inspiration. Thank you very much.
I wouldn't say that.
You are.
But thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.